All right, so this is 25 and 0. Hopefully get some cool spots the next 15 minutes or so. I'm not going to be defending. Yeah, no. I was thinking, I think king six suited might be a 3-bet sometimes there. Maybe king six off. All right, so I tend to play pretty passively when I get called out of position. But here, I think like with the clubs and with another player in, I'm just going to be betting small. Not super sure what the right play in theory is here. I know we do a ton of checking when we get called out of position. Just going to keep value betting, I think. I think our hand is still just strong enough. We're still ahead of most of his continuing range. He's probably got like ace 9 and ace 3 sometimes, but it's pretty rare, especially when he doesn't raise the flop. I think this is probably a clear defend here. We're going to be in position. He's probably opening a pretty wide range. So, okay, this board I think favors us quite a bit. But I think with the 9, like I think checking just makes the most sense here. No reason to really start building a pot here with second pair. Especially, I mean, we do have the gut shot as well. And an over. He's checked twice. This is a board where it makes sense for him to be very cautious. But the fact that he's checked twice makes me consider betting here, but I still think like we just have too much showdown value and not enough of a reason to bet. Want to build the pot. Okay, so we have a bluff catcher here at this point. I don't really see anything particularly good or bad about it. I guess like he's basically saying he has an ace or nothing at this point. I think we're just gonna call. I think he still has his whole range. I think he could be over bluffing fairly easily there. Oof. I don't like his bet there with the 8. Tempted to squeeze here. I think calling kind of sucks. There's some extra dead money. I think we are gonna go for it. Don't really want to play this hand multi-way. I think like even if this guy doesn't call, I think this hand might even play better as a 3-bet than a flat. And when this guy calls his open, and then like, I mean, we're just in great shape against this player's range here. Like, oh, fuck. So we have a gut shots, an over. I think we just have to fold, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, so this hand actually plays a lot better multi-way than like the king 10 off does. So I don't really see a reason to 3-bet here. I think calling is perfectly fine. I think if we 3-bet, we're dominated a lot by their continuation range. Okay, so that check behind there by the button, I think is fairly capping. I guess he maybe has some slow plays, but not a ton. But when this guy leads pot, I don't think we really have anything we can do but fold. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a spot where we can range bet or not. It's pretty hard for him to have connected with this board, and we just have queen high. So I think I actually am going to go for a small bet here. I mean, checking's got to be pretty low EV, I would guess, right? Maybe delayed C bet makes more sense. We can see if he checks twice. Like that board is just maybe a little bit too connected for me to want to be super aggressive. I think this hand is probably a little too weak to defend. I think I'm opening 9-10 suited. I might be able to get with opening it in this pool. I don't expect to get 3-bet at a very high frequency. And especially in this configuration, this is kind of really nice. Okay, so I think this is a pretty clear check here. The board is going to be better for his range than it is for mine in general. I have a bunch of like king queen off hands like that that just pretty much whiff, and it's pretty hard for him to completely whiff this board. So the king's better for my range, but I think with the 8 we maybe have a little bit too much showdown value. I don't think I think it's pretty tough to get a jack to fold with betting, and I just don't really see a reason to turn this hand into a bluff at this point in the hand. Okay, so he bets almost pot here. Interesting. So we have a bluff catcher. I guess like we're losing even to like some mergy like ace-8 type hands. I think there's better hands we can call with there. Maybe not though. I'm not sure about that one. I think Jack X makes a lot of sense for him there. He might just have a bunch of jacks in that spot. I think he'd have to be bluffing with, be a little bit creative for us to want to call there, but I really don't know. Okay, we're much better board, I think, for the imposition caller than it is for us. He's got a bunch of pocket pairs. His range is just condensed, where ours is still full of a bunch of offsuit broadways, a bunch of air balls here. He bets 1 big blind into 6, but I just don't really see a reason for us to continue. I think we're just gonna fold even for this price. Like, I don't think our overs are very clean. I don't know. Definitely gonna have to defend pretty wide against that size bet, but I think maybe queen high is maybe a little bit too wide. That might actually be coming up on 15 minutes. I don't remember exactly when I started. I'll go for like another 1 minute. I'm not sure if this is an open. It's probably not. 2 weaker looking players though. I think we're gonna go ahead and open it. And of course we get 3-bet, so we're folding. Okay. So a weaker player opens here, min opens. Kind of want to feel like sort of ISO 3-betting. I'm not, I don't know, it's a really awkward spot where it's like, I don't really want to fold here. I don't really want to call. I just want to flop trips. So he bets 1. He's got 60 behind. I don't necessarily need to have a raising range here. But I really want to build the pot. I think I'm going to go ahead and raise. Get calls from diamonds. Get calls from 8x. Maybe he happens to have a worse 10, which would be pretty incredible. Okay, so if I bet and get jammed on, that's really going to suck. So I don't really want to do that. But at the same time, my hand is super strong. Yeah, I think we're just going to have some slow pace. Just slow down a little bit here. Okay, that's half pot. If we raise, do we get called? Like, how often are we ahead when we get called? I don't know. It seems nitty to just call, but wow, interesting. It's not exactly what I expected. All right, cool. That's it. Look forward to the feedback.